What to do then? Well, it wasn't. We're almost 2 hours in. We're doing 5 shows in a row this week. We might as well just like cut for the day because we've got a backlog too. I think a lot of people would like to see what we did yesterday posted this afternoon because a lot of people missed it. What did we do yesterday?
Mass Effect. It's up on YouTube, but it's not on our site yet.
Yeah, Ben needs to publish it as soon as, like, if we end right now, he can get it up. And then, good luck. But if he gets it up, as soon as, right now, if he runs into the house and puts it published, then we could also publish this probably by like 3 or 4. So, like, that would probably be the best for everybody all around. And like I said, this is 5 days in a row of shows. I think it's best if we don't push ourselves. So I don't have anything prepared anyways. I'd be stretching. Yeah, I don't have anything in here. And I'm not setting up another show, especially dressed like this. We're not gonna just do another show.
Tomorrow will be BioShock Infinite?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow's BioShock Infinite and
Phoenix Raid on Sunday.
Phoenix Raid on Sunday.
Yeah. Ocarina of Time is friggin' awesome.
We're quite liking Ocarina of Time. It is good. It's not nowhere near as long as Skyward Sword. But I can tell you, just speaking to those side quests, I've been thinking a lot about like how much time we spend side questing in games. I'm gonna try to reduce it a lot more. DLC included. I think that we have so many games, we should really just be doing the meat of everything.
Yeah.
Beelining it, easy mode. And I'm serious, yeah, like easy mode from now on. As much fun as it, well, let's be real. Even on easy mode, I'm still gonna have frustrating moments, so don't worry about that. I'm sure I'm still gonna fuck up, and especially if I beeline it through without increasing my character's abilities. Like when you look at Far Cry, the challenge on that game has gone up so much because I haven't stopped to like make myself better.
Yeah.
Is it even got a difficulty setting?
Yeah, I think it does, doesn't it?
Am I playing it on easy?
I don't think there is.
I don't think there is a difficulty setting. That's what's making it really hard. But
Far Cry 3 does. Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm playing, so that's a good example then. I'm playing Far Cry 3 on easy, but I'm also fucking beelining it in it. So it doesn't really,
You might also be playing it on medium.
I might be, actually, now that I think of it. I might want to put it on easy and continue when I continue it. So that, because, I don't know, I think that's just like, that should be the way our show is, running headlong into a game without stopping.
They're very concerned about this no side quest thing.
We'll still do side quests when it's deemed
like good side
just
quests.
not like every single little one.
Very, very worthwhile.
Yeah.
You know, but there's been like, you know, the worst case scenario example of a side quest that isn't worth it is like the Omega DLC from Mass Effect. I mean, hell, we haven't seen the end of the Leviathan DLC yet, but it's not even looking like it's worth it.
They really think the Blue Cuckoo is worthwhile.
All right, maybe we'll start the next episode with the Blue Cuckoo.
I don't even remember it.
Oh, we can't.
Oh.
So we'll start the next episode watching that scene, and then we'll go get the Blue Cuckoo, I guess.
And then...
Cuckoo. Is it really worth it story-wise? Like, how much puzzle solving is it? Is it worth it for the item? Because I don't give a shit about the item.
It's very worthwhile.
Okay, so the story-wise, it's worthwhile.
You could go without it, though.
When it's a side quest that, like, really, like, adds to the story, and, like, the ratio of amount of work you have to do to get to ratio of work versus reward in terms of story is
it's for
really
an
good.
Item, not story.
It's for an item, not story. What do I give a shit about an item?
You did.
Is it just to make the ending easier?
Like, isn't it a kick-ass sword? Do you want to know what it is? If you don't, look up now. Do you want? Let me know if you want to know.
I don't know.
I said
it
look
makes
up.
the ending much easier. What's the big deal then? I just have to try harder at the ending if I don't get the Blue Cuckoo?
The ending's not that hard in
what do I care?
First place.
Yeah. Who cares? There's been many times where you guys say that I really need something to make it easier, and then I go ahead without it and I'm fine. Like, what was it? Ni no Kunai. You better grind. You're gonna have to do some grinding. And I just go back in and I just do it in a smarter way. Like no, I'm not saying that I was smart. I'm just saying I just go in and try harder and like pay attention to my strategy, and I was fine. I didn't have to do any grinding in Ni no Kuni. And
let's let YouTube decide. Oh, this part doesn't get uploaded to YouTube.
I might, since it's a discussion about the direction of the show.
Oh.
But the very like crux of this is, the more I go to PAXs and look at the indie games out there, and the more I look at our laundry list of games that we haven't even started to scratch, we still have like these major like titles that people want to see us play, like Psychonauts and stuff, and like that we already have costumes prepared for, but all the AAAs, and I mean, this wasn't a AAA, but this was a major title that I knew would, I feel like we should do one Zelda a year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Zelda fucking rocks.
Because it's a very, like, it's a game that kind of stands out as its own type of game, too. What?
Two things. Luigi's Mansion and Majora's Mask. Luigi's Mansion, the second one, we're going to play around Halloween.
Yeah.
Halloween?
Yeah.
We're going to hold off until then.
Could even play Majora's Mask around Halloween. Not that we would finish it then, but...
No.
Why,
is it a Halloween-y version?
Well, it's just a much darker version.
We might not have time to start it then, though.
Yeah.
I feel like Zelda's more of a... I don't know. This year we might start Halloween-y episodes in September.
Weenie.
Because October is where all the big releases start coming out, and it's hard to do Halloween at the same time.
That's the other point. Majora's Mask is all side quests. Like, the meat of the game is in the side quests.
Cut them out and it's pretty short.
Apparently. But then is it like really getting the Majora's Mask experience?
We don't need our show creates its own experience. It's a different way of playing, a way that it's kind of become the signature of the show, running in headlong like you never would in any other game, seeing how it is to just see if you can break the game with insane playing. You throw yourself in and see what happens. And often you can headlong through all games. It might not look as good, but it's funny.
Especially when they hold your hand.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking about Majora's Mask too. The way it's designed, you might get pulled into side quests pretty easily.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I can see that. I'm interested in Majora's Mask. Maybe that would be good too. Like, play Majora's Mask, go through it, and then if I'm really into it, I could play it on my own and do all the side quests.
Yeah, you could. Everybody's saying don't do it with Infinite. Guys, we're still gonna try to collect as much as we can. We're just not gonna the way that I played BioShock at the beginning, because I love it so much. I was really, obsessed with getting every little recorder, and then quickly realized that it's the main ones that really matter. And it was just as much fun, I think, beelining it through and just getting the ones that stand out. Like in Infinite, I know everybody says that getting all the video things are really important, but I'm sure that we're going to see them without much effort.
Yeah, those video things are pretty obvious.
They're acting as though kind of like we're going to miss them very easily. I'm sure we won't.
We're not going to skim over stuff.
With your help.
Yeah,
it's not like I'm going to be like, oh, there goes the voxophone. Oh, well.
Yeah.
I'm going to still grab stuff when I see it. I'm just not going to go on 20 to 30 minute side quests when the only meat of it or reward is like 2 minutes or less of like a little dialogue with characters that aren't even a part of the main story that you don't give a shit about or something. Yeah. So...
Yeah, we'll miss some voxophones.
I'm sure we'll miss a couple, but it's not a...
We'll get a bunch. Then you guys can go get the other ones.
You can go get the ones on your own time.
Yeah. That's good times. So was that...
Wait, side quests are pretty dumb. You mean in Infinite? Infinite has dumb side quests? Are we still talking about Infinite? I'm going to go to the Zelda shot. That looks better. Instead of staying on health and safety information. I don't think we'll play Majora's Mask next. Does it even go right after this one?
It depends on how this one ends.
Is it the direct sequel? Oh, the Majora's Mask is a split in time?
Ocarina of Time, I think it's a
has
split
a time split, and one is Ocarina, or one is Majora's, and the other one is what?
Minish Cap.
Minish Cap is the other one?
Is that right?
Or is it, I thought the other one was Wind Waker.
Might be.
No, Wind Waker's at like the end of the timeline on one of them. It's at the end of one of the timelines.
Split in time. Majora's Link as a kid. Wind Waker is the other split. Oh, Minish Cap is before this one, I think.
So Wind Waker is the next direct...
Yeah, Wind Waker, Majora.
Really? I thought Wind Waker was at the very bottom of one of the timelines. I thought it was like the end of time.
I haven't actually looked at that timeline.
I haven't.
No, Wind Waker is a separate split. I think Wind Waker is the beginning of a new timeline.
I think this year...
So there's a split, and then there is one in the middle.
Even if we're not playing it in a particular order, particularly the right order, I think the next game we play will probably be Wind Waker because it's coming out in HD.
Yeah, man.
So it only makes sense. When is it coming out again? It's like October it's coming out in HD, or like...
Great.
So, eh?
Great. October.
Yeah. Well, I'll just wait until December, January or something. But we'll definitely give it a first look, I think, when it comes out in HD. But I think Wind Waker only makes sense to be the thing we play.
Yeah.
And it's probably visually my favorite Zelda.
Cool.
Close second is Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword is stunning. But
there was something else that
2 shows at 11 a.m. and yeah, I'll talk about that a little bit more again. I saw some dissent in the Facebook, people saying that I'm assuming it's just the vocal majority that loves the current time slot of 1 a.m. But I'm sure there's just as 1 p.m. I'm sure there's just as many people that love 11 a.m. and they just haven't spoken up yet about how that time really suits them. You can't please everybody, and the fact is 11 or 1 p.m. is where it's basically at its hottest. Like that's when the sun is really beating down right outside and on the roof of our studio. And this studio just gets so hot, even with these lights that we have, the LEDs. And also it's like summer, right? It's getting into nice weather. 1 p.m. means that we lose the best part of the day in terms of actually wanting to go outside and do something. So if we can finish by 2 p.m., it like gives us a nice before supper time to do things.
Like the other option
outside.
What we did last year was 7 p.m., right?
Yeah.
And that's like people waking up at
that
4 in the morning
everybody.
Or like
some people on the East Coast are fine with that. Night owls like it, but
10
like
p.m.
it just fucks the UK.
Guys? Yeah.
7 p.m. shows. We only do them when we have to because we can only get Deacon and Kyle sometimes after they're done work. That's the only reason we ever do 7 p.m. shows now.
Yeah.
I feel like 11 a.m. is going to work out for a lot of people. And in the case of getting uploads up right away, like
we have an air conditioner, but
it sucks having the door open with neighbors hearing us yell about games. We do it, but it's not preferable.
That's the way our air conditioner has to work. We have to have the door open in it. And
it's a portable air conditioner that has to have, and it does make noise on the show. I'm over that, but anyways, there's lots of reasons, and it's just that's how it's gonna go. And I'm sorry to those who can't watch it like they used to. But again, guys, like on most weeks, we do 4 shows on average, probably 4 shows a week.
4 or 5.
Sometimes we do 5, but sometimes we do 3, or it averages out, I think, to 4 a week. That means half of our shows are on the weekend. So the time slot, when people are saying like school or work, probably doesn't apply really, that argument, to half of our shows. So that's the other thing, is I don't feel like it's not as big a deal as people are making it out to be. Anyways, yeah.
We love everyone and would love to make it perfect for everyone.
We wish.
It can't be.
But 11 a.m. allows us to, like, if we do 11 a.m. shows and they're done by, 2 at the around 2 to 3 at the latest, 11, 12, 1, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's a 4-hour show. Mm-hmm. Wait, if we start at 11, 12, 1,
to 3.
2.
Or to 2.
2 o'clock. That means possibly if I'm uploading during the show, you're getting 4 o'clock Pacific time shows uploaded. Mm-hmm. If I do this method during the show, and that's going to get better soon because our connection speed's going to get faster. So that's the other part of the strategy, is early shows allows us to maybe get people coming home from work watching what they just missed if things go well. That whole method is still going to be refined over time, but all right, there's your little chat.
Yeah.
See you later, guys. See you tomorrow with BioShock Infinite.
Yes.
Yep. Bye.